Hello, welcome to the short where we are talking about the new Cpap and some of the differences that you might see, and I'm going to show you how to put it on. So first, let's get into it, and I'll start with the mask. The mask is going to be fairly straightforward, similar to previous models. Some of the colors have just changed. There's this silicone portion that's going to go over the mouth and it's going to form, but in order to form, it needs to have the pressure of these straps. So make sure that you have this forehead portion on correctly. That can be adjusted by pinching these pieces of plastic together and then sliding it up or down, as well as these white white little tabs here. These can pull and you can adjust the Velcro on this to make sure it fits adequately. Moving on to the next aspect, the pressure aspect. This is where things are going to get a little bit different here. So this is what your pressure device is going to look like. It's going to plug directly in. There's only one way to put this in. Oxygen goes in the small end, big end goes to the big end here. What you're going to do to adjust pressure is actually move this white dial. If you can see here, it goes 10, 7.5, and 5 centimeters of water. All this is adjusted by moving this. So old models, we would have to adjust the liters per minute to change the pressure. That's not the case here. If you follow this oxygen cord to the very end, there's an orange tab, and that orange tab tells you what to set it at. It's going to be at 10 liters per minute. I can't really get that to focus, but 10 liters per minute, you're going to set it and forget about it. I don't need to adjust the liters per minute at all when I'm doing this. It's set. So, in short, we got so far, mask is relatively the same. Pressure settings are different. They're simplified, in my opinion. Just make sure you move this dial, plug this into 10, and you're good to go. So what if we need to use a nebulizer treatment? Nebulizer is going to be set up similar to other nebulizers. I got a 2-chamber piece here. It's going to come unscrewed, and then I'm going to screw it back together. There should be a small, if you can hear that, I'll put it up to the mic. So once you hear that little click or feel it, then you're good to go, and this isn't coming apart. It's set. That is going to go right here. There's a small kind of blue portion at the bottom of our pressure device, and that's going to go right in here. Now if you'll notice, this also takes this port, this I don't know what the name would be. That also utilizes this, but if you look at a regulator, there's only one of them. There is not two. So if we are using Cpap, we already got this plugged in. There's no other spot for a nebulizer. So that's where this Neb Connect device comes in. It's an intermediary device that's going to basically create a space for this nebulizer to be attached to. So I'm going to set the Cpap down. This is going to go right in here. There's a valve on, off, on, off. So inline's good to go, perpendicular, off. And what this is going to do is this is going to screw into this port here. Now, this port is going to self-regulate 6 to 8 liters per minute with the 10 liters per minute that you're doing for your pressure for your Cpap. It has some smart device technique where it's going to basically mediate those two things and put out the pressure that it needs. So now, let's actually put it on. Let me zoom in here. She's very awake. She's had 9 cups of coffee. Okay. First things first, I'm going to brief my patient on what is about to happen. I'm not going to go into great length because if this person's on Cpap, there's a good chance that their respiratory status is compromised, and I don't want to get in a chattering match with them. But do inform them this is going to be maybe a little bit intense, but if you work with it one breath at a time, this could really help you out. I'm right here with you. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that I have my end tidal capnography on. And for this device, you have to use the nasal capnography. There's not a connection for inline. So, I'll put this nasal cap on. Okay. All right, I'm going to make sure that's plugged into my monitor. From here, my Cpap, I've already put it together. I'm going to undo these straps, actually. He has a lot of hair, which could get in the way. All right, let's loosen things up. Bear with me. All right. She needs the forehead piece adjusted. Okay. All right, we're all secured. I got my pressure in, my nebs in, set at 10 liters per minute. And I also have my nebulizer in already, but it's in an off position. So if I'm going to utilize it, I'm going to turn it into the on position. You might not hear a large difference, but it is nebulizing. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out. Thank you.